If you're a die-hard sports fan or sports fanatic, then this is the place you want to be. You're now listening to the Bra Amigos podcast, the best place for all sports everything. So pull up and let's go.
Yo, what's up, YouTube land? It's your boy Price, Bra Amigos podcast, first visual episode 20, here with my partner, Rob. As of course, we're doing our thing. Like I said, we were going to bring you guys video. We just had to set everything up. You know what it is, Rob. Tell the people what's up.
Glad to be coming to your eye holes. We've been coming to your ear holes for like 19 episodes or so. Now we get to see you, or at least y'all see us. Either way. I mean, either way. Y'all get to see my shirt. You know, Jesus has your back. You know, like y'all get to see much more of us. You know, see how we creatively, you know, come to y'all, get, you know, and give y'all all this goodness. Now we on YouTube, we expanded. Like we expanded to the Ugverse, you know, with the, you know, the Taylors and the, you know, and the Naomi's, like, you know, going into Audible. Like we coming to y'all now. Like
coming to y'all live and direct.
We keeping this going.
Oh, of course. So we gotta kick this off. You know that we love the NBA. You guys already know that we talk about NBA. We cover a lot of different sports, but you guys gotta let us know. Do you guys even feel like Team USA has the power this year to get through and win this FIBA Cup? You know, we kind of lacking a little star power. It's no big names there. There are some people who have been there. Tyrese Halliburton has been there. There are some very, very, very good NBA players. But we got to remember, foreign players have been stepping it up. So do you even feel like we even got a real chance, Rob? Like, what is it looking like to you? Are we going to win this by the skin of our teeth, or how is this going to work out for us?
Hell yeah, we win this. Like, we still got Anthony Edwards. We still got Tyrese Halliburton, like you said. Like, we got some firepower. We got enough. Like, it seemed like when I've been seeing these scores, like, we've been really getting at these motherfuckers. Like, I think we're good. Like,
I kind of do feel
I don't see us having a problem.
You know who I'm really banking on to show out? Tyrese and Pablo. Pablo Blanchero is, to me, he's gonna be. I feel like he could be the next dude to turn a franchise around. You gotta look at him. He got the height. He has a damn good skill set. This guy can ball. And Tyrese Halliburton, he was on, I want to say that was the 2019 team, I think, that went and won FIBA. He is very good. He's another point guard. I think that's another future NBA star that we have out there. Hands down. I love dude. Like, I love who he is and what he is. And Ant-Man. Ant-Man is his own. I think that's probably the next NBA person that you could see that could actually cross over in the acting.
Oh, yeah.
Easily. He's that nice. And you guys should, you know, kind of look at him. He's that nice of a dude. I enjoy him. Ant-Man is a superstar in the making. To me, he's the personality that eclipses Cat. Cat is like, I don't know. Other people will say different, but I don't find Cat that, you know, he's a personality in his interviews with other people, but he's not the personality that Ant-Man is 24/7.
He's a tryhard. He's the dude that somebody told, hey, you need to be something. You need to be somebody. Look at your talent. Look at who you are. You are Karl Anthony Towns. And he just like, yeah, I am Karl Anthony Towns. I am gotta be the guy. And so, like, with that, I think that he just ain't that dude. He wants to go out and just ball, but he wants to be tough guy.
Nah, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Every time I think of Cat, sometimes I think of whenever he was bagging into DeMarcus Cousins in this that meme. DeMarcus is like, yeah. And it's like, Cat is like, and that's what it is. Like, I'm sorry. I love him though. I love Cat, but that meme will never get old.
Never.
That meme will never get
Never.
old. Until he does it to somebody else, then we'll be like, all right, Cat got the upper hand on somebody right now. But it's not happening, dude. Hey, I love you, Cat. I love you as a player. I love the skill set. I wish that you could get a ring. At first, I thought you was going to Golden State. I was like, like Cat about to have about 2, 3, 4 rings. You know, Steph gonna play till he 45. You know, Steph gonna be out there ancient in NBA years. Steph gonna break the points record, everything.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, it doesn't happen like that. Trade didn't go through. But Cat, you know, I feel like if Ant-Man, him and Ant-Man maybe get a third piece, I think that they're go time. I think that they might be go time in Minnesota. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure of that, but maybe. But moving on, we got to keep jumping around. You know how we guys are. You know, Robin put this out there, and I think I'm gonna kind of agree with him. You guys can let us know in the comment section. Are superstar trades starting to die off right now?
Yeah. And the reason why I said this was like with the Shohei Ohtani thing. And granted, when I came up with this topic, it was pre he might have to go for Tommy John surgery. But when I originally thought about this, I was thinking about the fact of like it doesn't seem like teams are more enthusiastic about trading big name prospects for big name guys. You know, like when it comes to a Shohei Ohtani, that is probably going to be more of a difference maker than other folks because you got to think about it. He's doing it from the pitching angle and he's a great hitter. But it didn't seem like anybody was trying to bring out a, more than just top 3 prospect. Like it seemed like it's like, hey, we'll give you this guy who might be a little more down in the order and we'll give you some more filler. But it was not like, hey, I'll give you my prize possession for the guy that you got. And I think part of the reason for that is because with Shohei Ohtani unto himself, he is a difference maker. But with MLB being what it is, which is you take your turn to pitch, you take your turn to hit. It's not like basketball where it's more free flowing, where we could just give the ball to you, give the ball to you, give it to ball. Or like the NFL where I could throw to you, 20 times a game. And that's just what it is. With Shohei, he's only going to have the opportunity to do that, for 3 outs, as a pitcher, one at bat as a pitcher, or what is bat as a hitter. Like so it's not he wasn't this is going to put me over the top for the teams that were probably going to get him. Like Seattle, like Texas, like the Mets, especially because the Mets have been abysmal. But yeah, no, I mean, it seems like teams are just more risk adverse and not really trying to be desperate is not the right word, but like along those lines. So I'm thinking like superstar trades where you have like what um what the Knicks did with Carmelo. I don't think you're gonna have too much of that anymore. Where teams are like, hey, we're gonna give you some dudes to get this guy. Okay. It's not as much like that anymore.
I don't think that they're
gonna know what you thought, bro.
Do it anymore. But I think a couple things. First, I think this is gonna vary sport to sport. So for example, what you said with Shohei, all of those are great reasons. But for that being said, right now I feel like this. Okay, Shohei is gonna be that dude where I don't think that there's enough to give up to get him because of what he is. If he heals completely, and let's say he's 95 to 98% of the pitcher that he was, okay? and he still has all of that back. I don't think that there's enough to give. There's maybe enough number one prospects, maybe, but at the same time, prospects are such a hit or miss if it's gonna work out in the actual MLB. It's if these were proven commodities, you'd say, okay, cool. I know what I'm getting up out of A, B, C, and D, and I know what I'm giving up. So I know, the equivalent exchange that I'm getting. For him, it's like, do I want to get this up? Nah, like we said, come on now, Angels. Do you guys really want to almost invest $1 billion in two people? Because I think that's going to be the number. It's going to have to be 400. What Trout got? What 436? Okay, so you're looking at closer to 500 million. You're looking at closer to 500 million. So if we're going 500 million, you're almost $1 billion to two players. You haven't won. You're not getting to a series with them. I feel like you're not going to be able to do it. You've had no luck doing it right now. Start over. Start over. Let him go somewhere else. Let somebody give him the money. Watch him be an ex. If he gets a World Series somewhere else, you know that you can see maybe for the future what you have to do the next time that person comes around to make that work out. But it's not working right now. And the price tag is going to be high. You could, let's say one of those number one prospects does work out for you in the future. Let's just say, let's play devil's advocate for it. Even if he go win a ring somewhere else, if one of those prospects leads you to a ring, or you sniff a ring, or that prospect is the piece that brings another piece to get a ring, it's going to pay off. It may not pay off immediately, but it's going to pay off somewhere down the line if it works out. But if it doesn't, and your prospects flop, and he gets a ring, you're going to look at yourself like, man, that was stupid. Man, we made a bad trade. Because we all know franchise fans will curse you. They're going to let you know you gave him up. He went somewhere else and won a ring. But they're not going to put into, hey, they had this over there, they had that over there, he was in this division, he had to face these people. They're not going to factor in if he had a easier schedule to get through, or if he faced less talented batters along the way, or how the matchups worked out. They're not going to factor any of that. They're going to factor in the end result. Let's be real. They're going to factor end result, hands down. You didn't win with him, they won with him. You messed up our franchise. That's all the fans are going to see. Now, there's going to be a couple people who are going to look at it a little bit more in depth. But your average fan is going to be like, you gave up the dude who was the dude, and he won one somewhere else. Because let's be real. Do the Twins ever think Big Papi would ever put on a performance like he did in Boston, and they win a World Series, and he hit like damn near 700 in a World Series? Do you think if they saw that, if they had the future sight to see that they would ever let him walk?
No. I mean, no.
That's what I'm saying. If he wins one, you just got to chuck it up to, hey, I couldn't make it work. Okay? Now, that's for the MLB side, how I see it. Now, whenever I look at it for NBA, I think it's because everybody in the NBA just knows if you got young, good talent, you can't let it go. You can't let it go. If I'm Indiana, Tyrese Halliburton, we're going to try to build right here. You're not going nowhere.
Right.
How much money you want? You want a little stock option? I got a little stock option for you. Let me go ahead and let me give you that 1% of the team or that 2% of the team. You make a little money on the backside.
Right.
I'm not letting you walk. It's not happening. And in the NBA, all of the guys who we're looking at as stars right now, they're going to the backside of their careers. I'm not saying that they can't play, but they ain't got that much gas left in the tank. Like, what Kevin Durant is, like 33, 34 right now?
Yeah.
So, let's say he got another 2-3 years as a 25, 27 point per game scorer. Okay, maybe he might have more because he can't play with his back to the basket. He can hit threes. He might have a little bit more gas left. But look at Dame. Dame is what, 32? Dame is like 30.
He might be younger than that.
I think Dame been in the league since like 09. Look it up real quick. Dame has been in the league a minute. Yeah. So, what we looking like? Where is Dame at?
He is 33.
Look, Dame is 33. Let's say Dame got 3 more years where he's at that level. What you gonna have to give up to get a dude that can go get 60 right now may not work out for the other team, may not work out for Portland in the long run. Now, granted, I think that they picked up one of the better guards in the draft, But how are they gonna work out? Because they got Scoot. You don't know how Scoot and Dame might work out this year if Dame isn't there. But then you also don't know how much Scoot is going to develop if Dame isn't there, because now you didn't put the ball in his hands and we don't know how good he really may be. See, there's a double-edged sword to this, because Dame might hold Scoot back. But then Scoot might flourish if Dame isn't there.
I think he will.
I do too. That's why if I'm Portland, I know that it hurts you to think I'm giving this dude up for nothing, but you got to look at the upside. I look at it like this. So Kemba Walker left and went to Boston years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lonzo has came in and they gave Lonzo the ball, and LaMelo. They gave LaMelo the ball, and you saw LaMelo can go get you 20 plus a night. He can go get 7, 8 assists. He can go get whatever. He's not going to get that opportunity if somebody's in front of him. It's not happening. These dudes can play, and you don't know how well they can play until somebody's gone in front of them. You add another piece here, a piece there. You're looking at a team that's gonna make a run. Because remember, I'm gonna constantly say this. Pat Riley showed you. I got one superstar, one real superstar, maybe 2 if you count Bam, and we didn't been to the finals twice. Now it's gonna be a bunch of people I know, maybe in the comment section, if a bunch of you guys view this, that was a Mickey Mouse final. Okay, cool. But what about the one that just happened? Okay, like what about the one that just happened? Let's be real. Let's be real about the one that just happened. They legit got there. Granted, they didn't have to face Giannis, stuff like that. Cool, but let's put in perspective that they still made it there. Boston did choke. I'm not gonna lie about that. Boston did choke. But if Boston is in their right mind, or they have to face Philly and James Harden is in his right mind and they not choking and whatever, maybe the Heat get put out. But they didn't. They made it. So do I think if Dame made it to the Heat, or they may be in the finals? Yeah. Dude can go nuke at any minute. It may not be guaranteed, but he's damn sure going to supplement some of the scoring that you don't get from Jimmy at times. And that's going to help a bit. It's going to help a lot. You give Bam a pick and roll partner, and you get to see how well he facilitates. Dame is an excellent facilitator. We just know him for dropping 60. That's it. That's it. But he has to carry, though. He has to carry. Look at what he's been given. He hasn't had a legit partner since he had LaMarcus Aldridge. It's that simple. So well, CJ, we gonna count CJ as the other guy he had, but
Mhm.
was CJ a legit superstar? I don't think so. Was he a damn good All Star? Hell yeah. I appreciate him on the Pelicans right now. Shout out to Pelicans. All right, get your ass together. We need to make this run, baby. We're number 3 whenever you was there. Let's do this. But superstars are a funny thing, and you're right. Nobody wants to give up. Nobody wants to give up what they have. It's like saying I got a guaranteed $1,000,000. I'm not gonna let this go. You give me my. You never let my money go, and
Right.
it's that simple for them. But hey, I do think that they're gonna die off, and I think we're gonna go back to the we gotta breed our own talent from the ground up, or make the right pick in the draft. Now, moving on, guys. We ramble a little bit sometimes. We ramble a little bit, but I see you had the less QB1, more QB fun. What do you mean by that, bro? In the NFL, what do you mean?
So I know that people are more apt to like want to that go-to guy. They want the serious pocket pass. They want that analytical dynamite in that quarterback. I want fun quarterbacks. So like Derek Carr. This is what I was starting to think about. Like with New Orleans and how they're basically going to be, outfitted, if you will.
Yeah,
Derek Carr, is that quarterback that nobody believes in. Nobody wants to really have out there because they think like, okay, he's a guy that is not going to put you over. He's not going to be the guy that's going to get you to the mountaintop. And especially for the NFC South, it's really not much you really got to do. But for me, I'm going to love it because your boy, your Rob, he loves a gunslinger. He loves somebody that's basically looking at that wall, like this wall right over here, and saying like, I could probably fit, an NFL size football through that wall. How? Don't worry about it. Mind your business, lady. But I'm gonna do it, and you gonna watch me do it.
let's make it happen,
Watch me
Captain.
do it. Exactly. So like with between Derek Carr and Jameis Winston, I feel like if I'm watching the New Orleans Saints on an often, one way or another, I'm gonna have some QB fun. I'm a proponent of I don't need it. I don't need the conservative. I don't need the how this is gonna work out. Like we can't pass this over 5 yards because the analytics say no. I want somebody that's gonna throw that motherfucker down the field. I want
Yeah,
a Brett Favre. I want somebody fun. I want somebody that's gonna enrich my Sundays. Because the thing about it is, if I get somebody that's really just overthinking this whole process and thinking about the past, which that's all analytics is, I want somebody who's being like, I could fit that ball right through there. Watch this. Hold my beer. That's the guy that I need. That's what I'm looking for. All right. If you are that, holla at your boy. Like I am a QB fun person, and we need to be more QB fun people.
yeah. I think Mahomes feels like a QB fun person. He is.
Yep.
I kind of feel like Kyler Murray is like that too. He
He
little,
just small.
yeah,
He ain't got no choice.
yeah.
He just
But it's
got to
fun
be
to
like,
watch though.
I think it's down there somewhere because these trees is all in my way.
It's fun though.
He ain't no choice.
It's,
It is fun.
hey, it's like trying to shoot fish blindly somewhere, just anywhere. I know that there's
I'm
a
down
fish
for it.
somewhere around here. Let me
Down
throw
to
this
watch it.
out there.
Yeah, put it on the Ocho. I'll watch it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. Oh, now look, I know sometimes we veer off sports a little bit. This is what we do. So we kind of been watching people complain about the Keke Palmer situation. You know, Rob, go ahead and give him a little bit what you got to say about what happened with Keke Palmer.
So the people that are unaware of the situation, Keke Palmer went out to the Usher concert. the thing that's out there in Vegas, his residency, and she was dressed nicely, not too bad. Nice sheer and everything like that. And she was on video in front of everybody singing with him. I mean, she's a singer, she's a renowned singer, renowned actress, renowned everything. And they were singing There Goes My Baby, or however the song, whatever the name of the song is. And so Usher, basically was singing with her, and everybody went crazy. It's like, oh, look at Kiki. And you could see like she was really feeling it too. Like you could see that, that was probably her crush. I mean, she's like, I think she's younger than both of us, bro. Like
Yeah, I
she
think she
she
is.
probably been looking up to this dude for like ages. And so, she got the opportunity and she took it. And so her boyfriend, man, whatever he was to her, baby's father, he basically took umbrage to. He's like, "You a mom?" Even though, like, dog, I'm a dad. I I've done to do with my lady. I've seen her in, yeah, whatever. But like I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, you a mom? Now you're different." Like, no, there was a reason why I was attracted to you, bro. Like, it's not gonna just end when basically it's like, oh, a baby popped out of there. Like, no, bro. And so he went to Twitter and everybody unleashed on his ass. And for me, I'm not a person that loves to talk about people like relationships. The one thing I don't want to talk about is your relationship. But for me, I thought of it as like there's much cooler ways to lose your girl, because complaining about how she was dressed and after she was singing with somebody she probably looked to, like probably a crush that she had as a kid, losing your lady that way is like partially the dumbest the way you could do it. So I'm gonna go with a story. So I knew a dude that basically he was dating this one girl,
Hmm.
this other lady that he's known for a while. Like they had, it wasn't even an intimate moment. I don't even know if they kissed, but it was like they basically had like some kind of like close to intimate moment. If not a kiss, it was something else. But the his lady took umbrage to it and like went ballistic,
Yeah,
like just effed up all the way. And I mean, granted, this is a dude, being in this situation, kind of more of the flip. But I'm just thinking like he didn't even do anything. Like nothing happened. Like it was, or not anything to the extent of what she was thinking of. But like all I kept thinking was like it was the same thing as this Keke Palmer and old boy situation. And the thing is, he's an old boy in this. I don't know this nigga's name. I can't think of it right now. And that's the problem with what happened to him. Because Keke Palmer has only been looking better. She's like perfect sale right now. And his ass is a Yamcha. He's just like filler out there. Like I don't even know because he was with the Eagles. I don't even know if he's still with the
that's kind of
Eagles.
bad,
And that's
bro.
the
That you
extent of
that,
how
that
much
you
I
put
know
that
about
man
him.
out there as a Yamcha.
And the thing is, when I think of it like that, because cats have cheated, cats have done things where they've lost their lady. But at least if they were somebody, they can basically rebound with somebody that's comparable. Now you the cat that basically aired that your lady can't go out and meet the idols. You put yourself in that situation, and now you can't even dig yourself out of it. Like I said, there's much cooler ways to lose your lady, and that ain't it. I'm sorry for you, nameless possible eagle, but get better. And this is a cautionary tale for you, my guy. You that's looking at this video, you that's looking at this beautiful face. You need to just chill, bro. Take a deep breath. It happens to all of us. We feel some type of way. We get in our feelings. We have feelings. It's 2023. We're grown men, even grown women, like I just said in this situation, like with the story. You need to just focus on yourself.
Hell yeah.
Relax. It's not as bad as you think. better. Do better.
Tell us, just do better. Just don't lose like that, bro. Just don't lose like that. Yeah, just don't lose like that. Just don't do it. Moving on though. Rob, I see that you down now with the NBA in-season tournament with its convoluted set of rules and regulations and point spread and everything else. So we're gonna go ahead and see. Rob, why are you liking this now?
Yeah, yeah. So overall, I've gotten to the point where I'm like, all right, I got it. This is the in-season tournament. It's gonna be here to stay. This is the first of it. 50 years down the line, somebody else is gonna love it, whatever. It's gonna be something that's normal to them. And right now, I'm in. But there's a caveat. My thing is, if you're going to count this in-season tournament, count everything. Because I was hearing people talk about like, the footy ball championships out there in the over across the pond. You got the Premier League, you got all these different tournaments. You got what Messi is doing right now with MLS, where you got like multiple tournaments. If in and how people count all this stuff, because it's like it's all about trophies. It's all about trophies, and so like collecting all these trophies, it's not about collecting the one trophy, the title belt,
Mm-hmm.
the championship. So if it's going to be like that, and if it's going to be like collecting everything, you might as well do it all. So count division titles, count world championships, count the in-season tournament, and say this is what we're talking about as far as a franchise. How many that we've won collectively, and I mean, you can't really do Olympics because it's kind of more disparate with all the cats that
Yeah.
go in Team USA. But if you want to basically make it like that, for individuals, saying like how many FIBA championships that they won, how many Olympic gold medals, because we don't really give a care about world championships. We don't care, or I mean by like FIBA World Championship or the Olympics. We don't
Mm.
care about that. Like Carmelo Anthony is one of the most decorated NBA players that you will ever find, but we don't think of him in like that. And so, if you want to basically have an in-season tournament where you're trying to basically do a modified modified soccer kind of style, might as well count everything. Make it to where everything is being counted. Like, just be like, all right, this team has won 99 trophies. This team has won 88 trophies. Make it to where everything is getting counted.
Yeah.
Not just the NBA title, not just the in-season tournament. Everything. All or nothing. Be about it.
Yeah, I can
But
definitely
that
see
but
that.
that's what I'm just like, if you're gonna do that, go big or go home.
Yeah, I understand that. We could definitely go big or go home and count everything. It's gonna be exciting to see how this kind of affects things. Once it all plans out, then we'll see, how this all works out per se. And if it works out fine, I'm with it. I'm with it. Maybe you need to make something worth a little bit more, maybe a draft spot, maybe some percentage. You never know. Give them some sort of incentive though for this in-season tournament to count, and I think then it'll flourish even more, and it'll really take off. Then we'll really see how it takes off and affects things, and that's going to be really cool. I think that's going to be the best part about this. But
Yep.
I'm gonna move on only because I'm excited about the NFL. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Just
We here
God.
now, bro. Or we
Just,
getting there.
just we almost there. I feel like an Ethiopian sprinter running for his life in mile 25, almost 26, to cross the finish line. I just gotta get there. I just gotta get there. I've been running behind gazelles 8 days trying to get out here and catch one for the fam, but I'm gonna make it because the NFL is almost here. Here. Oh Jesus. Oh, but we have been kicking off the preseason, and preseason is kind of who's gonna play, who's not gonna play, who's looking good, who's not looking good. And one of the big things that also has happened during this preseason is Trey Lance to the Cowboys, you know, and we'll touch on that in a second. But NFL preseason, who have you seen that you like so far? Who surprised you? What do you think things are shaping out like right now, Rob?
I think it's gonna be nice. I've seen bits and pieces of everything. Jalen Carter, like I'm gonna revise my whole Will Anderson or who I can't remember who I said was gonna win defensive rookie of the year. That motherfucker might win defensive rookie of the year.
Different
Jalen
breed.
Carter, I think it's
Different
gonna
breed. He's a
mess.
different breed.
He's gonna be that dude. I've been doing fantasy drafts. I've been basically like making sure I got this dude. He's gonna be nice, especially with that defensive line.
He's a different breed, bro. He's a different breed. Just straight up, just a different breed. Um, I will say this. I've been watching a little bit. I know that preseason doesn't really count for much, but one that kind of surprised me a little bit was the Rams just getting ram shocked down there by the Broncos. That 41-0. I was like, what is that all about? what I know we playing the backups and stuff like that, but what happened? Just nobody wanted to score. Did y'all play everybody who was on 10 days out there? Was the whole entire Ram like, hey bro, all you 10-day people, get out there, get your money real quick. Let's
Like
see
make a
if it
wish, a
happens.
make a wish offensive line, make a wish defensive line.
Something, because that was ridiculous. Ah, gosh. I was looking like, okay, you like y'all show that this is what y'all. All right, man. Let's go then. But that was crazy. 17 in the first, 10 in the second, 14 in the fourth, and I was like, Rams, y'all just not even gonna put up a fight. But like I said, preseason. Uh, Rams should be a lot better. It should be a lot better. You know,
I don't
hopefully,
know.
hopefully, Rob, hopefully.
I mean,
Jesus
they'll have
Christ.
Aaron Donald, they'll have Cooper Cup back, but what else? I mean, Cam Akers might
Yeah,
be nice
Cam
this year,
Akers, Cam Akers, Cam Akers.
but they don't have Jalen Ramsey anymore.
True,
Don't have Bobby Wagner anymore.
true.
I mean, what do they really have on both sides of the ball? They're gonna have Matt Stafford, which we talk about Derrick Henry and saying that train's got to stop. Matt Stafford might be career wise 1 foot in the grave, 1 foot on a banana peel, and I don't think that's that bad to say.
Uh, yeah, yeah. But I feel like his banana peel may be a little slick. You just need the right breeze to finish putting him in there. Yeah, he's not having it. Stafford definitely isn't having it. I don't know how the Rams are gonna do it. I'm gonna throw a early prediction out there. What we have 17 games now in the season. 7-10 for the Rams. 7-10. I'm feeling like a
I would go
7-10.
five and
You're gonna go.
12.
You're gonna go 5-12. Damn, you shooting lower than me. I'm gonna say 7-10. 7-10, and then I'm gonna throw this one out there only because I kind of throw salt at the Cowboys all the time. I'm thinking that they're gonna go 12-5 and then win the first round of the playoffs and then be out the second.
So the typical Cowboys
Pretty
season.
much. Pretty much. Uh, I don't see them doing anything. Like I said, it's a lot of teams that are looking really good. I think the Dolphins are going to be explosive offensive wise. I feel like they are just going to be ridiculous. Waddle, Hill, Tua is going to be on point. I'm looking for him to take another giant step. Uh, the Jets, I don't know how y'all going to work out with old man Rodgers up there. That might be good. That might be bad. We don't know how that's going to work out. That's a coin flip.
Mm.
It really is. Cardinals, same thing. Kyler Murray scurrying in the background. He's like the ultimate just little person. He's like the Muggsy
He's a
Bogues of the.
badass child.
Yeah, he runs around like a badass child, bro. You're right. You definitely right about that. Like a badass child. Um, it's just certain teams that I feel like they're gonna be in there. Kansas City always in the equation. The gunslinger Mahomes. You can't bet against my homeboy. Never. He's too good. He's too good. I don't care what anybody say. He's too good. Too good. The Bills, Josh Allen. I think he might have another solid season. They might do what they need to do. Bears. I don't know. You think Justin Fields is gonna take another step?
I think they're gonna be great. They're gonna be a wild card team. Like I think the Bears are going to be formidable, especially within the NFC North. And granted, like I don't have too much confidence in the Vikings. I have some, but I think like they're gonna be better better talented wise than last year, but I don't know if they're gonna be any more effective. And that's really where I'm at with them. But like, yeah, Detroit's gonna be old man muscle. Like they're gonna be very solid all year. They might win that division. And Green Bay, I think, is gonna be nice. But now the Bears is gonna be probably a playoff team
I could see
with
that.
what they have.
Do you think the Browns are gonna turn it around? Deshaun Watson now. You still got Miles Garrett over there. I think that team can
That
be
defense is
good.
gonna be good.
Yeah, he has a
Yeah.
defense now. He definitely has a defense that can shut it down. And I've never been against him skill wise as a quarterback ever. And
Mm.
I feel like this is gonna be his redemption season if he can bounce back. But then I also feel like that about Russell Wilson because he has a new offensive coordinator. He has probably the if I'm gonna play a 1A, 1B game on coaches that call offensive, it's Andy Reid and Sean Payton. It's them two that I think about. So I don't think he's ever had an offense that's gonna be called like he has this year. I think he's had a full off season. I'm expecting Russell to have a better season than what he had last year. I don't know. Maybe we might see that Denver team go stupid. It might be high flying. You never know. Their defense has always been on point. They're a sleeper team if they can get rolling and everything rolls the right way for them.
Mm.
I expect them to have the snowball effect. If it rolls the right way for them, watch out. They're gonna be on your ass. That simple.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, I'm much optimistic. I'm getting more optimistic about the Broncos. Not because they won 41 nothing against the Rams, but because I think like, yeah, I think they should be at least a little bit better with
oh yeah.
now a competent coach. And I mean, they still got a pretty nice squad on them.
And I don't think people take it into account how much coaching and the scheme can affect how a team plays. Because let's be real, he kind of had an incompetent coordinator last year. Well, incompetent. We're gonna say incompetent coach in a way. He had an incompetent coach. It was a new team, and then I feel like he did too much. Let's ride. He did too much of that. Yeah, and it didn't work out. And then, Gino got to make fun of him. Yeah, that's the dude I followed that left here. And I was like, Gino, that's kind of corny. You take a shot at that man like that. But I feel you. You know, it is what it is. And I'm gonna be honest. I feel like a bunch of dudes take shots at Russell because they feel like he only with Sierra because he got money. Well, if that be the case,
It
his
might be
wife.
more to that.
I think it's more to it than that. I think it is. I think she likes him for him. That's what I think.
Oh no, I mean it might be more to like it or more or less because I think like with Russ, he just has that or I mean people think he fake, and all that. And I think that like part of it is like he just has you don't know what he's gonna say, or you feel like his intentions might be not as great, or like what he, how he's coming off to you. Like he might be saying something to you, but he feels like something different. But I think some of it's a little overblown with some of the cats, like Richard Sherman and like some of those old Seahawks cats. But like I think there might be a little to it. I think he's just a corny person because most quarterbacks are corny. It ain't really that many like engaging, interesting quarterbacks in all of the NFL.
Nah, it's
But
not. The only reason I find Patrick Mahomes extremely interesting to me is one, his girlfriend makes shit way worse. Did you see the clip of her whenever she said whenever he asked her what was the favorite food? Did you
oh
see that?
yeah,
Look,
fried chicken.
fried chicken. That's
That's
that's the
it
GZ.
was weird. Like, why did she say it like that?
I'm gonna be
Like,
honest with you. I think every black person in America was like, "Is that what we saying? Cause he's black now? Is that what we're saying?"
like it was it was just the way that she just like said it was like fried chicken. Cause you eat ours, just love it. And that's kind of how it came off. Even though like I think some of the stuff with her is a little overblown too. But it's like in that moment, I'm like, Miss Lady, why'd you say it like
I'm gonna be honest. If I was him, I'd have been like, "The hell is wrong with your dumb ass?"
he kept it going. He's like, it's Mexican. Mexican. Like he just letting his papers. Mexican.
that ride in the car home was awkward after that one.
Oh yeah.
That was an
Oh yeah.
awkward ride. I can. Just why did you say that, Brittany? Why did you even
Like,
say it
that's
like
how you
that?
feel?
Is that how you really feel?
That's how
Just
you think of me?
you just because I'm half black, it was automatically fried chicken. Just this is how we. The confidence though, the confidence with that she said it. She just nigga like, but look, the only thing that could have made that worse if he would have been like, yeah, but you didn't have to say it like that.
Didn't have to come off like that.
Yeah, then that would have made it 10 times worse, and then it would have been everywhere, and then I would have definitely been laughing my ass off everywhere. But before we get too far off topic, because we touched on preseason, and like I said about Dallas, it is what it is. Um, how much do you think this Trey Lance trade is going to affect Dak right now?
Big. And there's a reason why. Because somebody has a potential out in 2024. Guess who that is?
Dak Prescott?
Dakota Rain Prescott. So,
Eh,
let's put our tinfoil do rags on, ladies and gentlemen. You have somebody that has a potential out next year. You have somebody that's a top 3 pick. Granted, questionable, and questionable means of why they got to that. But it's still to the point of he had a lot of potential. And it makes zero sense that because even though I did read that the Cowboys are trying to do a long-term deal with Dak, but it's totally stupid if they're wanting to basically use Trey Lance's cheap years to basically have Dak, be there and be that person. Because Trey Lance doesn't have enough experience to be a backup.
nah, he
Like,
doesn't.
I get that you want to have the talent and all that there, but you need a guy that's had game experience to really be that backup. You need somebody that was a former starter that had some starts in the NFL to be that backup that comes in and kind of picks up the slack. You don't want a guy that doesn't have that much experience be the backup and be there when you really need him when your starter goes out. So if their thought pattern is, hey, well, we have Trey Lance, he's gonna come in when Dak gets hurt, that's fucking awful. But if their thought also is conversely, if they're wanting to basically have Trey Lance be that guy that's kind of waiting in the wings, that they can trade something like maybe like him for like maybe a fourth and a sixth, a third. Like if a team gets desperate and needs a quarterback for probably a longer term,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's not a bad thing. But even then, I think that's a little bit more far fetched. Yeah, but using like basically going out and getting Trey Lance, even for a fourth, it makes no sense unless you're basically not going to start him. I mean, unless you're gonna start him, it makes zero sense.
Okay.
You need that guy to be playing.
I'm gonna double up my tinfoil do rag right here, and I'm gonna use this as a possible scenario that I only feel like this is the only way that this could ever work out great for Dak. Okay. So let's say Dak was to drive them to a Super Bowl this year, okay? But they lost. Okay. Or maybe it was a close game. Let's say it's a close game and they lose. Or let's really play devil's advocate. And I'm gonna give you Cowboys fans some hope. Let's say they win a Super Bowl with Dak, but then Dak has the off season, I slip, fall, injury, I'm out for the season. Okay, so then Trey Lance comes in, he wins 9, 10 games. Okay, so we just won a Super Bowl with our Super Bowl quarterback, but then we won 10 with the guy that was his backup. Now Trey Lance has higher tier value now. So now you can go get something else to furthermore bolster your roster now with Trey Lance going out. And then if he stinks somewhere else and you already made the trade, it is what it is. Kind of like the Tom Brady Matt Castle thing. Because remember, Matt Castle did really good in New England whenever Tom Brady had got hurt. I think he had broke his leg. And Matt Castle went ham. And then he got traded to Kansas City. As a matter of fact, I want to say. And he went 8-8. His best record was 8-8. But New England got the value out of him at the time because people thought he was going to be the next one up. Look how good he did in New England. But it was a flash in the pan. That would be the best thing that could happen, in my opinion, for Dak Prescott. The worst thing that could happen is you get hurt, this man drive them deep into the playoffs further than you've been, and then they're going to look to move your ass because they're going to say, we gave him that money. We went further without him 1 year.
Now he's Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah. That's the worst thing. Now, that also could be a good thing because if he falls in the right hands, then he could wind up going back and winning one, just being in the right offense. You never know. NFL is a funny thing. The NFL is just a hilarious thing how this works out. It goes crazy. You don't know how this could really work out for people. So it could be good, it could be bad.
But overall, this Trey Lance situation is the most interesting thing in the NFL. Yeah. Like the only thing I can think about is that ESPN is absolutely pissed that this trade didn't happen in June. Because they would have been talking about that shit every day from June to next week.
Because
all the time.
It would have gave the utmost speculation of they about to get rid of Dak. They about to get rid of Dak. Yep. They about to get rid of him. Look who they picked up. And to be honest, I think if Dak goes somewhere else and he has a successful career and he wins a Super Bowl and he never wins one with the Cowboys are going to kick themselves in the ass. It's that easy. Because you can't tell me, it's like I said with Shohei, if you make the trade and the value that you get back never pans out and he wins a ring, it's whatever. But if you make the trade and it does work out in your favor, it was worth you giving up a guy who, even though he's he's going to go down in the Hall of Fame regardless. it doesn't translate to a ring for you. Because I feel like whenever you're making trades that big, there has to be some sort of transition of I'm giving all of this up to get the ultimate prize at the end of the season. And if I don't get the ultimate prize, was it worth it? But I just feel like Shohei would be good wherever he goes. He's gonna be good wherever he goes. The team may not transition into team success, but his individual numbers are gonna be there.
Yeah.
They're gonna be there. It's just I don't see it not happening. I just don't.
Right.
I don't see it not happening. But we got a couple more things that we want to talk about with you guys real quick. I've been seeing this buzz, and I'm pretty sure me and Rob are gonna agree on this. Why are some of y'all out here saying that the Giants are a real contender with no superstar? Why? Just tell me why. If you can leave it in the comment section. I want to know. What makes you so sure that this is what's going on? That they got this? I've seen this multiple times today. I've seen this over the past week. I've seen people talking about this in different discussions. The Giants are ready. No superstar needed. Why? Are the Giants on the level of Houston, of the Astros? Or are they on the level of the Atlanta Braves? Atlanta, in my personal opinion, is in a stratosphere by themselves in baseball. Look at the numbers. The number of home run hitters, the number of deep balls that they've hit. Atlanta is ridiculous. Just look at that lineup and tell me that they're not bound for another World Series right now. Hell, I think if Steinbrenner could, he'd buy half the team and get them to the Yankees. If he had an unlimited checkbook right now, he might open up and say, I'm buying half of the Atlanta Braves right now. Let's be real about this. But I want to know why some of you guys feel like that. I feel as though the Giants don't have enough. Baseball is a game of longevity and winning 90 plus games. And being willing to translate and have a great pitching staff, a great medical staff to help out your pitchers and your fielders and every player, and to be able to have the longevity to push through every series and have those clutch pitchers that have big pitch mentality. Like, I don't think some people pay attention to the sport of baseball enough. You guys forget that baseball keeps evolving over the years and over the years. Whether you guys want to try to say steroids are involved or this or that. I remember, me and Rob talked about this a while back. I remember whenever pitching was east-west. Okay? And then pitching kind of went north-south a little bit. And then we had some guys with big velo. But now they got big velo, big break, big bat at the plate. It's going nuclear everywhere. You have to have a pitching staff that can be competent. You have to have hitters that are competent. You have to have hitters that know that they can get on base, that they're not afraid of the big moment going at these dudes. What do the San Francisco Giants have that says that? Rob, what do they have?
They got Camilo Doval. They got, the Rogers twins, but that's about it. And I mean, I don't even think I can't remember their stats. Like, I don't know, like, what their season's looking like so far. But like, they don't have like the Buster Posies of the past. They don't have the, the go-to hitter in your lineup, that's going to basically scare you. Like, they got some good cats. They got, Thiago Estrada, Jock Peterson's still around there, but they don't have what they used to have. They don't have something that's going to scare you. They just don't. And in the National League, there at least is, you got the Dodgers, you got the Braves, like you just said, you got, the Padres are coming back up, Diamondbacks are coming back, the Brewers in that, rotation is crazy. You don't have anything that is going to like put fear in anybody's heart. Like the Giants don't. And I mean, it's not like in the years in the past where, it's the Giants and they're the scrappy team that just won't quit. They got Brendan Crawford and all these guys that just gonna, hit whenever it needs to happen. You got motherfucking dogs with the Braves. You got motherfucking dogs that are actually getting their confidence back with the Padres. You don't have that with the Giants. The Giants ain't got shit. And it's fine. It's not anything wrong with it. But they ain't that. You know? And good luck to them. But nah.
And just for all you Giants fans that are going to challenge me about that, y'all are 14 behind in the West, in the NL. Okay, y'all in the middle. Do you know who's leading? The Dodgers, 80 and 49. Okay. And then behind them is Arizona. Green Arizona head, just in case you didn't know. Diamondbacks. I can understand your argument of depth making up for a superstar. It's not happening. It's not just superstars. These teams are just way more superior in every bill. Whenever you look at teams like the Dodgers, the Braves, uh, Houston, these teams are built to last. Okay,
These motherfuckers are real.
yeah, they are real. They are real. They are look at real. Okay, hell, nobody even seen the Orioles being 81 and 49 right this year. Nobody saw it. And you can't tell me as an Orioles fan that you saw that. So I don't even think you saw it. Maybe you did, but I don't think you saw it. I don't think you saw it at all. And Tampa Bay Rays also, shout out, they're doing their thing. They like 80 and 52, something like that. But they're doing their thing. But Giants fans, if you guys have a legitimate argument, I want to see the comments in the section. I do want to know what you really think. Is it depth? Because if it's depth, I don't think depth is going to make up for superstars. Unless some superstars are going to have an awakening moment and become superstars at the time. You never know. That might happen.
Yeah, you got the Phillies. They got boppers.
Yeah.
Chicago, the Cubs have been making strides. Like y'all just ain't got it, bro.
Yeah, I don't think that y'all
fucking Cincinnati got Ellie.
Yeah,
you ain't got no Ellie.
Does have Ellie, and y'all don't have an Ellie. Y'all don't have an Ellie. Y'all don't. But we got one more thing that we want to talk about with you guys. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention. Stephen A. went at Lonzo, said that he wasn't in a good, healthy form. Lonzo came back with a video of him poolside sitting in a chair, getting up a ball for one leg over and over again. And then he ran off and he said, I'm back. I'm coming back. Rob, do you think that he's gonna come back? Because from what I remember, he isn't supposed to be in this whole year. People have been looking at him not coming back at all. Like, at all. And I thought that he was going to be a lost cause for the year for Chicago. And I thought Chicago was going to wind up stripping down that team. And then if he does come back, if he plays good, they were going to part him out too. And they were going to go into full-on rebuild mode again. Do you even think he has it in him or what?
So, yeah. From what I heard, and I might have been from Stephen A. or whoever it was, but yeah, I guess now he's at the point where it's not gonna be like out for all of next season. He might be back in January or whatever. But Stephen A. put it best when he said, like, "Oh, you're good now, so you gonna be out here since you want to basically make it a point." It said like, "Oh, I'm healthy, I'm good." Like, okay, you're gonna be out there. And I'm with Stephen A on it because like you said it. You just said it. Like we all thought you was gonna be out this season because that's all that was said. So for this season, it was written off like, okay, he's hurt. It's not like it was anything, vicious or anything like that. Even though from what it sounds like, Stephen A fronted out the doctors as the sources or whatever. But it's still like, duh, for all intents and purposes, we thought you was gonna be gone. But you want to basically be like, ooh, I can stand up on my leg. I can stand up on my leg. All right, cool. But like you said, are you gonna run up and down the court for 35, 38 minutes? And that's really all we care about. Like whether you can stand up is great, but we trying to see you on the court, bro. And I mean, as far as Chicago strip it down, I mean, that's on them. I mean, I don't know what they could do, should do. They do need him. So if he can play, they're going to need him right now. But if he's like, if it gets to the point where it gets close to the season and it's like, well, no, Lonzo's going to be out for the first 2 months. It's like, well, motherfucker, why did you do that? Like you the one saying like you back, you can stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down. Why did you take so much offense to this? But I don't know.
I think he took offense to it because he doesn't want people saying that he's not there. I think that's
Then
what
be there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because this is an easily rectifiable thing. Like, if you want to basically make it to where people aren't thinking you're there, be there. Like, that's it.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
it's not a oh, you're soft. It's not a oh, you're not the player that you used to be. It's like, my boy, you ain't on the court. You didn't play all of last year. You didn't play most of the year before, or a good deal of the year before. Yeah, dog. You haven't played. That's all he was saying, or at least that's what I'm tracking.
Yeah.
And y'all and Chicago Bulls fans, sound off in the comments because I keep pointing down. I don't even know where the comments is. It might be over there, but still, point out the lie.
It's true. And Bulls fans, coming from someone who appreciated Jordan in the 90s, you guys have a guard who I feel like, this is my personal opinion, I think those shoes messed up his knee. Okay. And now he's having the issues that he's having. So now we're at where we're at with this. And because we're at where we're at with this, now he feels some type of way because Stephen A said he wasn't there. And you know what I think it is? I think he responded because he wants to be there. I think he responded because he wants to be there and he's hurt because he isn't there. But now he's acting like, oh, y'all are coming at me. And it's like, nah, bro. It's not that people are coming at you. It's that they know that you're hurt. And because they know that you're hurt, it's a okay, bro. Yeah, you're hurt. Okay, cool. But people want to see you healthy. And Stephen A only said that he heard that you couldn't even move right. And now you're acting like he said that they amputated your leg from the knee down and you out here in the chair showing off and stuff, which I don't feel like it's that big. I feel like he could have just responded to Stephen A and said, don't worry, I'm gonna make my comeback. I'm gonna show y'all. And that could have been it. And it wouldn't have been blown up and it won't be a back and forth. And that's something else. I think a lot of athletes, because of the passion that they have for whatever sport they play, they get baited in by anything that Stephen A says because of his cachet as a reporter. And they fall for that trap. It's automatic. He attacked me. It's just like the Jackie thing. Stephen A addressed Jackie on Paul George's podcast. And Jackie sat there and took it, and it was like, I didn't even notice. Did you know Stephen A could actually hoop before he got like his knee messed up? He was actually a
Yeah, that's
decent
the thing.
hooper. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just y'all come at that man because he got a stat out there and y'all don't even know why he has the stat there, and come to find out it's because he got hurt. He couldn't do anything. But Lonzo, I do hope that you bounce back because you're definitely an all-star guard. You could maybe be even more. Dude is 6'7", long wingspan. He can play defense out of his mind. He was finally getting his shot together at a high level. We knew that he could pass and do things, but don't fall for that trap of people saying that Stephen A is attacking you, because he hardly ever attacks people. Trust me, whenever he attacks people, he attacks people. He knows what to do for that. But we're glad that we finally got to sit down with you guys, give you guys a taste of us video-wise. Remember, on the screen, we have our Twitter, we have our TikTok that we're going to be filling up with clips from the show. I'm going to chop up a lot of things. You just got to give me time, because this is going straight up on YouTube. But we love you guys. We want you guys to support, spread the word for us. Let us know. Tell us what you want to hear us talk about. Tell us how you feel like we can make this better. But it's your boy Price, Rob, Bro Amigos Podcast. We out. Send us off, Rob.
Good night, Canada. I'm thankful you got to see this beautiful face. You got to see Nate's beautiful face. We glad we're going to your eye holes. Now because we already been in your ear holes. Been good to your ear holes. Now we're gonna be good to your eye holes.
And don't forget, we are going to still be up on Spotify. So we love you guys. Night.
Thanks for checking out this episode of the Bro Amigos Podcast. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss an episode.